What were you like in high school? Some people from high school would used to say behind my back that I was really fake. And I used to crush my confidence. Thankfully, things have changed a lot. First day of SpringQuarter has not been going well. All my classes got dropped because of this stupid broom bill confusion, and it's raining. Everything is so Actually, a lot has changed, even in the span of these last 3 months. It's the last day and we are moving out. Okay, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, so let's go back. Data review. In high school, I'd be super mad at these people talking behind my back. Beneath that anger, I just felt so misunderstood. But this quarter showed me that maybe they were kind of right. I've always had a hard time accepting if I thought or felt something besides being happy. Feeling like really burnt out. And for the last almost 20 years, I've coped with hardships by pretending they didn't exist altogether, hoping that eventually they'll go away on their own. Ignorance was bliss, but it also brought a lot of internal turmoil and confusion. It is week 4, Tuesday. I switched therapists and I really like my new therapist. My new therapist, along with all this time I was spending alone, really forced me to look inwards and confront that avoidant side of me. The high school girls weren't the biggest obstacle to being real. Would not recommend getting COVID. But I was the culprit. And that also took a while for me to accept. Cognitive distortions are inaccurate perceptions of reality, and for me, I trap myself in a box of what I should be feeling. This isn't a big deal, so I shouldn't be sad.
Hello. Maggie? Yay!
I'm a confident person, so I shouldn't feel rejected. Things are good the way they are, so I shouldn't be feeling something different. This quarter, I had to learn that feelings aren't an absolute thing with a right or wrong answer. Instead of, should I be feeling X, it became, do I feel X?
Okay, we're heading back to the retreat now. Rate it.
Rated? What are you thinking? Nothing less than, what? Nothing less than a 10 out of 10, guys.
It's a 10 out of 10. A's driving, Chantel's with friends. We're gonna go hiking. Introduce yourself. He's a loader in CS.
And if I do feel a certain way, this quarter taught me that it was okay and actually really important to communicate that to others.
Today we're celebrating Esther's birthday. This is our first time hanging out. It's fun.
We'll go on the spring one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll go on the spring one, okay.
I had no success until my senior year.
Guys, we're finally done our lab. Done with this class.
Let's go.
This is Ian, the TED head.
What's up? What's up?
Not relevant, Zach. And we're at our last
Hi everybody.
LA
So we
discussion.
had our LA social. I had dinner with our favorite professor, and Laura didn't.
And I picked the restaurant.
Took more L's than her initials.
That's the third time you used that.
Yeah.
It's not funny
Bruh,
anymore.
that line's so fire.
Another thing about high school was that it was all about acceleration, which brought a lot of our grade together and gave me some of the best memories and friends I could ask for. But it also caused a lot of stress.
And we are ready for Garno swimming.
My teachers were always trying to cram as much curriculum as possible into the school year. As you can imagine, the nature of that question set the tone for the learning environment and for how I approach life. Making the most out of something was measured by the quantity of things I did or achieved. And it felt like the faster I went, the better. And I learned that, at least for me, that's not always true.
So Leon came to visit me at UCLA today because he misses me so much.
As I talked to more seniors about their post-grad plans, I realized that there was a lot of time to learn, to figure things out, and to try new things beyond college. And though it's probably harder without 40,000 people your age, I also thought that coming to LA alone was going to be impossible.
你想去吗？
I remember feeling so jealous during my first year that all my high school friends got to stay together. And now I'm halfway through college and I'm so happy where I am that it's kind of unreal sometimes that I've made it this far. I always think back to days of being undeclared and course planning for every major that I was remotely interested in. But now I'm studying CS, which was something my high school teachers and I probably never thought I was capable of studying. And I'll forever be indebted to the organizations and the people that took a chance on me, supported me, and literally taught me how to code from nothing. Okay, today is my first day of work ever as a developer. That's crazy. Once I put things in perspective of where I was in high school compared to now, I started to believe in my future self and her ability to still explore
Okay guys,
the world.
today we're presenting our final project. And these two are graduating, so bye. I left my laundry in the laundry machine for the last 6 hours.
And honestly, I needed to believe in that to keep my current self sane and happy.
Going to origami with Josh's friend and Chris.
Every quarter, I've been filling my calendar with things I loved or I was curious about. And for the longest time, I thought that being passionate was extreme exhaustion and stress while doing things I enjoyed. Eventually, I was giving 85% of myself to a bunch of things instead of 100% to a few. And it had some pretty bad consequences. Amongst the many, this quarter, I was least proud about how bad of a friend I became.
Name in the 7th continent.
North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica, Australia, Africa.
Where's China?
How's that continent's in Europe, bro?
What?
It's all that one. Right? Why are you filming me?
I tell them that's hang soon, that's call, let's do it next week, only to have a new wave of responsibilities by the time that day rolled by. I was so busy trying to make sure I wasn't missing out on the college experience that honestly, I was setting myself up to miss some of the most important things in life. Such as being patient and slowly working towards something, making quality friends, asking for help, being vulnerable, spending time alone, setting boundaries, communicating in a considerate way, managing money, managing time. These were some of the things I realized would be outlasting the 4 years. And I've been seeing more and more how important it is to pace myself with how much I'm doing and enjoying the things and the people I already had to the fullest. In high school, I loved going to the hydro field by my house. Especially that year in COVID that I was waiting to come to UCLA. I'd spend hours staring at the skyline, contemplating if things are any different outside of the Toronto bubble I grew up in. When I looked over the LA skyline for the first time, it sank in how much a change of scenery has changed my life in the last 10 months. For the better and in so many unexpected ways.
Annie, tell me about yourself.
Hi, Annie. I'm now officially graduated from UCLA, and I'm Laura's friend.
Well, Annie, give me your best cafe recommendation in Westwood and out of Westwood.
In Westwood, probably Upside Down, because it's donation based. So I'm not gonna say how much I donate, but you can donate. Outside of Westwood, back when I worked at La Colombe in Beverly Hills, of course that one.
Oh, true. Okay, what's your final words of advice as a senior graduating?
Since September, I've become a lot more confident in myself and I have a better understanding of what I value. But 95% of me is still
My
September
advice,
me.
at least for you, is that, well, because I know you're ambitious and you're hard.
What I laugh about still hasn't changed, and I still have some of the same worries about school, career, family, friends, and life as it did.
So, I won't comment on that, but it's just to do things and have fun. Like, keep on going if you're having fun.
And I think these unresolved thoughts are good because if I had everything figured out, there'd be no point to another 2 years of college and all the years ahead. So I'm pretty excited for what's to come.
But I wouldn't say that to everyone because some people, they go overboard with that.
And thank you to all the people that made my sophomore year what it was.